So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night.
Hey everybody, this is Ho Ho Hong Kong, and I am your host Vivek Mahbubani with the other co-host who is...
Sleepy Mohammed.
That is right, we're doing this on an early morning, one of our earliest recordings we're having. This is fresh off the press.
I got the sleepy part, so the next part I'm going to change my name to Joe, and then I can run for president.
Oh.
And then I'll be Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, but then the face won't fool anybody.
Yeah, no.
People like, somehow this doesn't fit our criteria.
And I don't stutter.
Yeah,
not as often as he does.
Yeah, exactly. And, true. And you don't make that many bad decisions anyway.
And I don't fall off stairs. Guy's a mess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. At the moment, still your handle online is
at the other Mohammed.
Yeah, and if you want to find me, if I'm ever running for president, it'll still be Funny Vivek.
Yeah. Well, you're from Hong Kong. There is no more. No more elections.
They will never. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll run for my own little presidency.
Also, this is gonna be the shortest episode we do. Right after I say this is gonna be like.
Exactly.
And then the Chinese national anthem plays.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have like a disclaimer. The lawyer's next to me going like, I say that.
Yeah. You're sitting in a Shenzhen cell, and then you're like, I made a huge mistake.
Yeah, I am the other
Mohammed. I came here voluntarily.
Right, anyway, so today we're really happy to have our guest who I'm sure if you've ever heard any live music in Hong Kong, you've been to any live music band show, basically if you ever heard any sound that's not from your radio or your MP3 player, you probably had some event involved with this. Our guest who is of course Chris B, the founder of Underground Hong Kong, which if you don't know about this, it's not the train. This is the running joke.
Dude,
I always
most
have
of our
Chris.
listeners would know.
Yeah, they would know. Yeah,
we have the cool gang.
Yeah, this is the running joke that Chris and I have always had, where people search for the Underground Hong Kong and they get like the train in London.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Really?
They really do. Yeah.
That's
we
funny.
should have made a new word for it, like underground or something like
Under grunge.
Or undergrown. Yeah.
You can't copyright a regular word.
Right, yeah.
So
You can copyright a pun though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that was back in 2004, correct?
Yeah,
that was a long
gosh,
time.
yeah.
So Chris, how are you today? I'm happy that you're here. I mean, I know that you're a very busy person, not just juggling live music, but also live family as well.
Live family. yeah. live
You're also
family.
with that on that thread. You're also juggling a live family of
With my
15 plants.
Yeah,
you fucking
exactly.
weirdo.
Yeah, because you know why? Because they don't talk back. They don't heckle me.
Do your kids heckle you?
Oh, no, but you know what? My daughter said to me one day, she goes, oh, Mummy, like, whenever we walk down in the street, someone always knows you. We have to stop to talk to someone. Someone knows
wow.
Crispy. And I was like, it's not that bad, really. Like, she makes it sound really bad.
How old is she?
She's 14. I have twin daughters. They're
Wow.
14, nearly
Okay.
15.
Efficiency, man.
Yeah. That is
It's
impressive.
At one go, get it done.
Yeah,
man.
okay. And they also, they do talk back at this age.
Yes. But it's nice. It's nice to,
I was thinking about it as like having twin daughters as children. Like every time they talk back in stereo.
Yeah, and like they like live music. They've been to a few of the events that weren't in bars.
Yeah.
Like festivals. I think they
yeah.
actually interned on
The Mellow Yellow? Yeah.
So, what is the legal age for drinking here?
18.
18.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
18.
Still got
Yeah,
some.
that's the legal age. The keyword being legal.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that you have to go to a bar.
It's really bizarre because I actually did look into the laws of Hong Kong when I was younger about the legal age of drinking. And the idea is it's the legal age of purchasing. If I'm caught on the streets, 16-year-old drinking beer, it's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Would that have changed by now? I don't know, actually.
Does it really
Someone is concerned.
Yes.
Yeah. like, do not listen to what he just said just now. All the kids. Yeah. So then you brought them to live music shows to let them see what it's like. Are they into live music? Do they play music as well?
They don't play music.
So probably going to be the one behind, like pushing the mixers and everything one day.
Yeah, they might be doing that. So or other things, which is great because I didn't want to be a tiger mom.
Yeah, you can't force it for sure.
No.
Yeah.
I did though. I forced them to do the Tom Lee.
The courses.
The courses.
Nice.
They both have perfect pitch because it's a really good, teaching system. But they both, when they got old enough, they realized they didn't have to go. They went from when they were 3 and then years old, and then about 7, they were like, Oh, so I
Yeah.
can just fold my arms and refuse to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Or I can leave the house. It doesn't mean I will go there.
Yeah, well, no, I go with them, but you know, so
Well, it's very
yeah.
good to have perfect pitch because then you can tell people off like, I don't like your tone. What tone? Like, oh, I know exactly the tone. That
Yeah.
was a C sharp. How dare you talk to me in that
Nice.
tone?
Yeah, never thought of that, but they have really different tastes in music, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So they're like my younger market demographics of
Yeah.
research.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
what's big on TikTok? What's
Yeah, you let me know.
yeah. Who's listening to what now?
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit older now.
Yeah.
So.
But then let's go back to how it all began because I remember I was reading some interviews and articles about how it all began, where basically a lot of venues were having live music at most, but maybe one band at like that was late at night, and then you felt like, hey, we're wasting time during the early evening. Why can't we do some live music? And most venues were like, nah. We don't really care. But then you were like, no, this is going to happen. This is the Crispies. So Crispies are very proactive, as in like, oh, no.
Yeah.
No, this is happening.
We are doing things.
Yeah, this is going to happen kind of mentality.
Yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, I just do it. Like, I think, it was post-SARS, right?
Yeah.
So there was not much happening. And then like not as bad as now, obviously, but bars needed more income. And I'd walk in, I'd go and check them out. I'd go like, okay, it's Saturday night. It's 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's nobody here,
Yeah.
right? But because if you walk in a bar at 9 p.m. and it's
Yeah.
throbbing,
Yeah.
they're not going to pay any attention to you.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would pitch to these bars, look, let me bring 100 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm sorry, what? Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And you sell them alcohol, and I'll put on the live music. I'll organize and get all the bands
Yeah.
together, promote it, da. So,
initially-
some bars went for it, and
Okay.
initially it was just for fun.
Yeah.
It was just like I was in a new band, and
Yeah.
new bands playing original music only have maybe 3, 4, 5 songs, right? It's
Yeah.
different to a cover band
Of course.
because you can just
You
Yeah.
have to play Hotel California, otherwise you can't go out.
You have to.
No, don't say that. Oh, I'm leaving now.
I think it's the law. You can't be called a cover band otherwise.
So original music, because I've been and I hope to be again in an original music band. Like when you create a song,
Yeah.
you first you put the music together, maybe the lyrics or whatever order it comes in.
Yeah.
Then you practice. Then you're like, how should we start it? How should we end it? Should we have a bridge? Should we have a guitar solo? And an original song might take them, 10 band practices,
Yeah.
like 40 hours before
Yeah.
it's created.
Yeah.
A cover song, it's even easier now. You can just pull up a YouTube, and if you can play the guitar or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just read the
that
notes.
night you
yeah.
can play it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
true.
Right, you. So it's very different. So I thought, let's honor the original musicians. Right, that's what makes a scene, in
Yeah.
my opinion. If
Absolutely,
people are writing
yeah.
about love, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Usually, yeah.
Politics, it's okay. Flowers, plants, trees, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's all his
Yeah.
plants.
Yeah, inspiration.
Getting distracted. It makes the scene because people start writing about what matters to them. I mean, it's great to cover songs that are also meaningful to
Yeah.
you, but that's what makes a real scene when people write about it and what they're passionate about.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd honor it, and I didn't intend to start a 17-year legacy.
Yeah.
Like, it
Wow.
was just for fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And to
I mean,
follow-
most things like this start always just like, oh yeah, I was drunk one night and I did this thing.
Actually, yes.
Actually, that was
there you
the
go.
case.
That's in the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course it
that's
is.
I was reading, I'm like, wow, what were you drinking? Like, whenever I've had beer, nothing great comes out of that. It's so unfair. Like, what brand is this?
Yeah.
It was Mike and I who started. We were playing in a band together,
Yeah.
and we were like, let's make it like Q Magazine, but online. Q Magazine it stopped publishing. It was a British magazine which would do album reviews, but also it would do like
Live show reviews.
Oh, that's so cool.
So we said, let's do that. And of course, we didn't hire professional writers. We were just doing it
Yeah.
under pseudonyms. And
I will be Chris A.
that's right. and it was just for fun. I'd learned how to make websites during
Yeah.
SARS, so I thought we'll just make something simple with photos and some reviews. And there was no intention of
anything
Like,
more from that. But
anything
whatever
more.
came, you know,
yeah,
you just
it's
went
just,
with
we're
it.
just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because I
yeah.
remember initially, even myself when I got, because I used to be in a band and everything, right? And I think any band in Hong Kong will definitely come across the underground, and you would automatically be like, oh, how do I get in touch with this? What's going on? Or your friend will play there. You're like, oh, what is this? Tell me, who the contact is, and everybody will immediately be able to contact you. It'll be Chris B. Everybody knows Chris B. No, most people don't even know what the B stands for. I'm not going to reveal it here, but like most people don't really know.
Is it a secret?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
If you simply just
Are you
go-
also like a big corporate lawyer or something?
Oh,
that
I wish.
you wouldn't want the identities revealed.
Kind of like, Supergirl or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
We had this one guy in Shanghai, comedian. His name was Laurent Jonot. He's a French guy, very French name, and he realized that it's kind of might affect his work if people look him up, and then he changed his name to Laurent Dupont. Which is like, it's not, like very close, very French name.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just say Laurent B? Like,
Yeah.
Because like people probably put there's only 4 French guys in
Yeah.
Shanghai, so it's probably him. It's like, everyone is like Frank, something like that. Yeah, because like even myself. So I remember I was just searching online for whatever shows there were, and I came across the underground. And this is a weird thing, right? So I also make websites and everything, and then like this is my policy in life that if I'm associated with something, it has to have a good website. And I wanted to do shows at the underground.
says the guy who made
So
the.
now we find out the real reason.
I was like, hey, I'd love to help you make a better website. Yes, I want to show it too. Yeah.
So can you book my band every week, please?
Exactly. Yeah, I will maintain your website as long as we get bookings.
Also, says the guy who made the website for Takeout
yeah,
Comedy.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Was that your first draft? And
That was ran out of budget. The budget of 0. That's what it is. Yeah, because I remember. The funny thing is, like, I remember.
did you come up with the color scheme for that?
for takeout?
Yeah.
I know that's the takeout orange color,
Oh,
so I
okay.
had to stick with that. I couldn't. I was like, can I change it?
The
Like,
first
no.
time, the first time I went on it, I thought it's a kindergarten website. It's just like the pictures, how they're done,
and the handwritten fonts.
exactly, and the handwritten font. I'm like, all right, where do I sign up for my kid here?
Exactly. No, but that's another thing I learned as well working with the underground is that by that time you already pretty much had the idea of the yellow and black shades. Was there a reason behind that? Like it just came across, it just
No,
worked out.
it was just I can't even remember who did that logo, and
Yeah.
and I think as a marketing thing or something, I've been. Criticize is quite a strong word, but
No,
I think they were criticizing, saying A, it's too Halloweenish,
Yeah.
B, it's too jarring, C, and over the years people have said, you should rebrand, and I'm like, I'm kind of booking a bunch of shows and doing festivals
I'm
and
busy,
running a
yeah.
household.
Yeah.
I don't have time to rebrand, and I
Also, it works.
yeah, it
Yeah.
works, and some mistakes are lovable,
Right.
right? Just like
We're not talking about children, right? I'm just gonna bring it out there.
This is a different underground. Different
Guys, if you're listening to this, she's totally not winking at me right now.
But it's interesting. Like everything in the underground, apart from the posters, I organize. I've been on the door taking money.
Yeah.
I emceed. I played them.
Yeah.
I talk to the sponsors. I talk to the venue. I can do every part of it except the design. So
Yeah.
I always need someone to design posters and all the stuff. So, we I think when it was 10 years, I think you were there. We talked about making a new logo.
Yeah, there was- yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And people came up with designs, and I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
It doesn't
know.
resonate, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, why are we flapping around with this?
Yeah.
Instead
Yeah.
of doing
Because
what matters.
I think the tenure thing, it kind of established that the underground has been here long enough that people know of it, and that brand, like that font. If you actually go to undergroundhk.com, that's where you want to go check out, and you'll see the logo. It has a font where you're like, oh, this is like a very Halloween-y kind of font that you'd find. And guess what? This is what people recognize. If you change that into like an abstract U or something, people are like, what's this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you actually have to spend money to
Yeah.
promote it.
Yeah,
and time and resources.
Yeah.
And I just
And again,
thought,
if it works, don't whack with it. Just leave it there.
oh, I didn't know we were allowed to swear.
Oh, no, no, you totally are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by all means. Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna put like a duck quack on top of the. Yeah.
Yeah, because my 14-year-old daughters might be
Oh
listening
yeah,
to
okay.
this.
So
okay.
totally okay. That's
Yeah.
the best part.
Okay, so
duck
just
quack on every
yeah,
time.
I'll do that just for yours. Yeah, exactly. I'll literally put Mo's
If it
own.
works, don't whack with it.
I will literally take that whack and put it over. All right, so
yeah.
it was at the 10-year mark. I remember that we even did, was that when we did that the performance with all the staff. That was so okay.
Yeah.
So the underground, I remember. So what happened was I contacted Crispy and I started to get to know her, and we started working together. And I did shows at her venue. I used to have be in my band called Eve of Sin, so we did shows over there. And actually, that was my first time performing in Central area at a venue down on, I think that's Wyndham. What's that slope to where Sugar is?
Right. Was that Hey Club?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. It was one of those. And basically, this is the funny story, right? So the fact that it's in Central, that means a lot of my relatives who never leave the island were like, oh, I can come support you now.
Right.
Because normally band shows like in Koon Tong and somewhere far and everything. This is in Central, like, oh, I know Central. I've been there before. Taxis speak English. You know? Right? So then I've got this aunt, she comes up, she's at the show, she's telling me, oh, it's so good. I brought my nephew as well. I want him to see what music's like and everything. She did not realize I'm in a metal band. And I'm at the drums, and we're like, all right, let's get ready. Leaves. She leaves. Yeah. Oh, God. Immediately leaves. I'm like, she paid. It's fine. I don't really care anymore. As long as
Did she
paid.
think you're like a Satan worshipper as well or something?
She probably was just like, where's the tunes? Where's the tunes? You know, like I thought, you know, where's the tablas? You know, stuff like that.
Tablas. That's so funny.
I thought he was. What is this?
What is the Bollywood dance?
Exactly. Exactly. So I've had that, and we've actually done a few shows together. And the fun thing is with the underground, it's not like any other band show where like you just go there, play, and leave. You've got it all set where you've got like a photographer, you've got the people who come to review, and you update the website immediately the next day. I remember like sometimes you'll message me, oh, this is this, go update it. I'm like, okay, this is gonna get it done. Because like it's essential. A lot of bands after you perform, you're really critical and thinking like, oh, what did they think? Was it good?
Yeah.
You want to see the photos, and if you go to undergroundhk.com, you will see that there's a whole bunch of photos from every show, like a whole bunch, dude. Like to the point, Chris was like, hey, how can we store all these photos? I'm like, the server's going to get overloaded, man.
There's thousands.
You cannot. Here's a hard disk.
Yeah, exactly. Do something. And you'll go there, and it's fun because like when I finished performing that night, I went the next day or 2 days later, and then I was looking at the pictures going like, wow, this is such a cool feeling that someone actually made sure the photos are there, someone reviewed your band. I didn't get the best reviews, you know, so oddly enough,
was it from Chris D?
No, I think by this point we had real people
who actually like listen to music, right?
and can reference bands.
Yeah, exactly. The funny thing is like she sends me the review to update the website. I'm like, wait, I'm gonna change this.
Vivek Mahbubani should be booked for next year's Coachella.
Exactly.
Best act of the year.
Exactly.
Also, great comedian.
Exactly. Comedian in the making. I wasn't comedy yet.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Way back, man. That was way back.
Did you have long hair?
I actually had hair.
It didn't all just slide down to your chin.
No, it was growing out of my forehead. Luckily, so I will take that. The length doesn't make anything for me. All right, so coming back to another thing. So now a lot of people know you for the live music and everything, right? We know you underground. However, a lot of times you'll see any sort of, let's say, women-oriented events or discussions. You are always involved as well because what you're doing is non-traditional. It's not the typical mentality of like, oh, this is what women are designed to do, right? At the same time, being a mother as well, balancing all that stuff together, people are always admiring how are you able to balance this as a person who can never give birth to other people.
Not yet. It's 2021. We'll see.
Yeah.
Still have a few years in.
Yeah, exactly.
They already have emojis on WhatsApp of like pregnant men, so I think it's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's the beginning. Yeah, they've introduced that now. Yes, pregnant. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger's going like, did you not watch my movie? Like, I mean, hello, I was way ahead of the game already. Yeah. So, have you ever had moments in your life where you said, I think it's time to retire from one side of what I'm doing, or have you just been like, no, this is it. I need this to, feel alive every day.
Yeah, I think I need it. I like performing.
Yeah.
I really, really like promoting and creating events and watching live music.
Yeah.
As well as listening to it. I like live, right? I'm actually visually driven.
Yeah.
Yes, my family is important too, and I just think, well, you've only got one life to live, right?
Yeah.
So do what my husband's been really supportive, Sean. Like,
is he not in the industry at all?
Oh, he is actually now.
Okay.
He does really, really big events.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay, so it's still like he's not not understanding of what you're doing and just letting you be. He's actually involved as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But that was a few years ago. Before that, he was quite corporate. let's
Right,
say.
yeah, that's-
But
yeah.
but it's okay, and he's having more fun now, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure
And,
it's a whole different environment.
Yeah.
Corporate board meetings and everything
Yeah.
versus this is very different. Yeah.
it's interesting, really interesting stuff. But I can do it all. I'm actually. Someone once gave me this really nice compliment, which I find it very. They called me the queen of admin.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But I get it a lot. Like, I think maybe you felt it, but I get bands going, wow, it's so well organized. You tell
Yeah.
us what's going to happen,
Yeah.
what's going to take place, how much we're going to get paid,
Yeah.
how long the set is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the equipment is. And I'm thinking, but these
Isn't
are
that the
ordinary
basics?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which tells you how bad the band scene actually can
Yeah,
be.
yeah. We have had many rants on this podcast about how bad a comedy show can be run, and it's exactly the same
it's the
thing.
same,
Oh,
right?
same.
Yeah. We get booked for events, and they pay sometimes a lot of money, and you go in, you're like, yeah, you stand on this rooftop. We're gonna be on the other building. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
That is not a show.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. People are gonna watch from the balcony from their side, and someone is gonna be in their bedroom in that hotel over there.
Yeah, they got like
and
a-
you just make them laugh, okay?
Yeah. Like they got like a Bluetooth speaker that's cutting in and out.
exactly.
Like, just don't walk all the way there because the reception.
Yeah.
it's too
You're
far.
gonna go out of the spotlight. I'm like, no. Take your money. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's like venues that treat live music as a last resort.
Yeah,
Right.
Right? Their business is failing. They've
Yeah.
heard the underground can bring people, so they like, oh, come over, we got a venue. And I'm like, I'm always excited, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go to the venue and it'll be like, it'll be like this little corner.
Yeah.
And they go, we got a couple of mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no stage.
And they are karaoke mics.
Yeah.
Terrible,
Yeah, let's not
terrible
even
like
go there.
battery operated mics.
Yeah. and then they say, and we've got $1,000. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you think was going to
Also,
happen?
it's Zimbabwean dollars. So
So, and people's expectations, sometimes they're like, oh, but they'll do it for exposure.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
one.
know that one,
yeah,
right?
of course.
Yes.
We
And I'm
both
like-
immediately went no.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, the underground's been running 12 years, whatever it was.
Yeah.
We don't need your exposure.
Yeah, exactly.
You need our exposure.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that we put your name on our website bring people there.
And
Yeah.
it's like people, and then another can of worms. But currently, we're really lucky. We're working with Ruler Live.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to be working with Pure Fresco to relaunch Shazza Music Showcases.
Okay,
The new band showcase.
Yeah.
Because bless the watch, it closed last year.
Uh-huh.
I think they do intend to reopen, but who knows
Yeah,
when.
it's gonna be
Is
hard.
Fresco
yeah.
closed now?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Fresco's open.
okay.
The Wanch.
Oh, the
is
Wanch.
closed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's where
I think
did-
we had someone from the Wanch here on the podcast. You and Andy did.
Way back, yeah, I think so. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should run shows. Yeah, I think so. It has
Or the
performed
guy
there.
who runs it. I don't remember.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it ran for. I played my first gig there years ago.
I was gonna ask you actually. Do you remember the first venue where you played your gig? Was it the Wanch?
The Wanch was where I played
Oh,
my
wow.
first show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then Fringe Club and
Yeah.
But lots of bands, their first show is at Shazza Music Showcase at the Wanch.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So this is like the open mic, not really the open mic,
No,
but
it's
more like a
it's like
showcase
a
new talent.
band because,
Right.
Oh, because this is why. Because 4 or 5, I think 3 years in, I started taking the underground more seriously, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to charge. I'm going
Yeah.
to charge on the door. I'm going to charge $40. Right? People
Yeah.
were still trying to sneak
Right.
in.
Yeah.
right?
You kinda like people. I mean, like $40. How much is a taxi here? 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 or
Right.
something, right?
Yeah.
It's like with the thrill of getting like sneaking into a
Yeah.
venue. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You don't care about the money. Just like
No, it's a thrill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. So,
Yeah.
where was I going to? Oh, yeah. So in those days, a band would email me and go, "Hey, we'd like to play, right?" And and I was starting to get better venues. Like I was working with like Kwai Fong Beer Bar and stuff.
Yeah.
I think this was more 5 years. So the band, I listened to their YouTube, watch their YouTube, listen to the MP3, and thought, "Oh, it's okay. I'll put them as the opening band, right?" They sent me an instrumental, right? So. Come the night, this first band's actually brought maybe 30 or 40 people, right?
Right.
The singer's got lots of friends. Then they start, and it is the most off-pitch, off-key singing you have ever heard. Literally, his friends start piling out.
Yeah.
They start, oh, he's my friend, but I can't take this.
Yeah.
The manager comes running over to me and goes, "Get this band band off now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Even the bartenders are quitting.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I'm
The
like,
landlord
right,
is coming. He's like, shut it down.
They did one song. I went, I'm so sorry. You really have. I've never done that in my life.
Right, yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to get off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But you know what? It's right because people paid to come in.
Yeah.
They
Of course,
expect a
yeah.
certain quality.
You're a
Yeah.
promoter. Like, it's like at some point you have to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
And it was like my first show there, and he's thinking, "Oh, you said you'd book good bands."
Yeah. And they're kind of like,
oh,
I don't
my
know.
whole life
Yeah.
is just falling apart.
Yeah. It
Did,
happens.
did you get used to it by now? Like giving feedback that can be kind of harsh.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, everyone was nice about it, and then we realized that night I would have to see the bands live. I could not just accept a
Yes.
YouTube
Yeah,
or
yeah,
an
yeah,
MP3. Because also you get to see their audience interaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
They could be
Yeah.
really good, but they spend their whole time looking,
Yeah,
shoegazing.
yeah. Look
There
at
is
the
so
guitar.
many similarities between what you are saying and booking comedians as well, because I'm also
okay.
a comedy promoter. It's almost exactly the same. And a lot of times someone, one of our friends is like, oh yeah, this guy I saw at an open mic. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go see them for myself. Because I made that mistake so many times when someone's like, oh, he's really funny, just put him on a paid show. And then they tank the entire show. And now I have 100 pissed off people at me who bought tickets. And they're like, hey, what the fuck was that? I'm like, I don't know.
Funny, right?
Quack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, you just have to go see them for yourself.
Yeah, because then I see the bands. They're all these bands are in my head. Then it's actually much easier to make a show, right? So if I think, oh, I'm gonna because we used to number them. Do you remember? They went underground 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
all the way up to 118, I think.
yeah.
And then we do a few random like heavy shows.
Right.
Then I started realizing the heavy shows. Then we did girls with guitars.
Yeah.
Songs without words, instrumental shows.
Right.
We started realizing the themes actually were easier to market.
Yeah.
And B, easier for the audience to get because they might come
with an impression,
for the
they're like,
eve of
right.
sin, right?
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
medal,
Yeah.
and then we put a pop band on
Right.
afterwards.
And they're
They
like,
all leave,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But me, I like a mix, but
Right.
I discovered I wasn't normal, right?
Yeah.
So
People
it's-
are one type. Yeah. Because like
Yeah.
I remember that night when my band Eve of Sin was playing, we were last, which was a good idea. Because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, the people who are here to watch metal
Yeah.
are probably gonna like just trash the place. Well, not trash. We were very kind people, but like a whole mosh pit and everything.
Sure, yeah.
And you don't want the band after like, okay, so this song's about love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The love of sin.
Exactly. And then we were the Eve, so we did it before the sin. And this guy's doing it because he loves the sin, so we're actually better people. Just like, you know, Exactly, yeah. They love it. We were just like we just like the moment before it. Yeah, yeah. There was a whole story behind the Eve of Sin name, whatever. Anyway, but then this brings us back to the whole point now. Like I'm sure COVID times. Again, I was reading articles about like how COVID's kind of affected the whole industry. Comedy, same for us, where live shows were stopped. But what I did notice is that there was even on your Facebook, you'd post like pretty much every week updates from the government of policies of like live band shows, and it was really mind-boggling because like every week, like okay, the numbers going down, this should be all good. I'm pretty confident things would open up. Like oh, still no. And do you feel like live band or basically live shows in Hong Kong has always got the back seat when it comes to policies in Hong Kong? You know, from the support that you receive to the government policies of it. You know, have you always felt that? Because I think comedy as well, people don't seem to appreciate the value of coming to a live event with the social interaction and everything. Because what people are noticing now when they come to live events, like, wow, it's been a long time since I felt that way.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that until you're there. So did you find that happen all the time? Like on paper, it's like, whatever, just go watch YouTube. It's like, no, there's something more to it.
Yeah, definitely something more to it. Yeah. I learned so much because when COVID hit, we thought it was going to be like SARS.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
few months all
Yeah,
we'll
over,
be fine, yeah.
right? And then after a few months, it was apparent it wasn't all
Yeah.
over, and they'd stopped live music. And actually, I kind of got personally into a funk as well, like kind of, you know, like I do live. Like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do? This is what I do, and like everything had been taken
It's your
away
identity,
from me.
pretty much. Yeah.
So, but then, you know, I started talking to people and professional musicians, and they're like telling me, you know, like there's this guy, he's being evicted, like, and I'm like, oh, that's tough. And you know, and then I started saying, well, it's just him, right? And then finding out there's more, and you know, people's mental health was, and I knew my mental health was struggling
Sure.
because, you know, like
You can't do what you do.
you can't, yeah. and you don't know how long it's going to last for, right? And I heard some musicians, they were literally looking at every day they turn in the news, how many COVID cases, like you mentioned, it's going down now. Yeah. And then it goes up. And then, so their moods are linked
Roller
to
coaster.
COVID cases, right? And it's like, you can't live life like that. Like, we have to look at options. But some musicians at that point couldn't look at options. Like, and then, so I started talking to these people who were suffering more than I was. And I thought, wow, and someone actually said to me, you're a really good promoter, Chris. Maybe you could promote this cause, right? And I said, and it kind of sparked in me like, maybe I could do something, because I'd felt helpless. I can't do anything. I was like, right. So then I just started talking to people. What could I do? You can write letters. You're good at admin.
Yeah. You can make
Admin queen.
You can make a Google form. That will start.
Yeah.
Well,
you can make an orange website.
Yeah. But then I thought, what do people always ask first thing? They ask for data, right? So I said, let's do a survey. Right, all these musicians are out of work. Let's just do a survey.
Yeah, they have time to fill in a survey.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're too busy.
Exactly. Usually you get the emails like, nah. Now you can fill in the survey.
So I gave them a week, and I spread it to musicians I knew, and I said, you pass it to musicians you know. It was bilingual, English and Chinese. I thought maybe 100 people would reply, right? I mean, I didn't know. I actually didn't know. I had some preconceptions as well, even me in the business, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the week, there was like 646 replies, which was like, whoa, 80% are full-time. Okay, the rest of it I've forgotten. But there was like something like 5% were being evicted or were already homeless.
Wow.
Right? So I was like, oh my God, right? And a lot of people had resorted to savings, borrowing money.
Yeah, sure.
Because we put that in. And have they found other work? Sure, some had found other work.
Yeah.
But some hadn't, right? And when you talk to them, there's different demographics. The 60 plus can't do Food Panda.
Yeah.
But the 30s or 40-year-olds
And also people who don't have a permanent residence or not Hong Kong citizens.
They had it even tougher.
Yeah.
So then I thought, we got the data. So I wrote letters to the government. I found the LegCo page. And I mean, it was the same email with the name change, but I sent them one by one to make them feel special. Right? And I asked a group of musicians to sign it with me, because I thought if it's just
just one person, they're like, this person is a
and
fan.
the underground is just one person organization. Whatever. So I got some famous, and I just got 10 names. And then eventually, out of this 55 politicians, and 10 of them reached out over the next month or so.
Yeah.
So we went to 10 different meetings. And of course, I didn't realize this, but some are yellow and some are blue. Are we allowed to say this?
Yeah.
And of course, then people posted
that you went to meet this person.
That I went to meet that person, and actually some of the very sort of politically aware individuals unfriended me and sent me quite
harsh messages.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
And I was actually like, this isn't actually for you. It wasn't political. I'm simply trying to find a way to help these musicians and to understand when they could perhaps go back to work. And so from that, I realized, then I discovered there's unions, there's alliances, associations in Hong Kong for musicians, for people working in the music business. But it's very fragmented. One is for like elderly musicians from the 60s.
Yeah.
I was told by Anders Nelson, bless him, he goes, this association is just to let you know when someone's died.
How many members? They keep decreasing.
They're all, from the 60s or something. I'm
right.
like, okay, so they might not be interested in joining a new union.
Yeah.
Another one was very yellow, so they stopped talking to me.
Because they saw the other photos. They're like, not happening.
And so on and so forth. So, because at first I thought, let's just get a top union and link them all, because the government repeatedly said, you musicians have to show us your numbers.
Right.
You're 10 people, right? According to my email. Sorry, 10 people doesn't sway it. But like the restaurant and bar industry has thousands. They managed to get bars to reopen because they were a mass force.
Pressure. Yeah.
I think also because like the bars, they got upset because like, why could restaurants serve alcohol and bars cannot? The policy.
There was a lot of arbitrary or almost random decisions until someone, as you said, like get together is like, okay, this is bullshit. You need to.
It's and it was. I think we did discover that musicians aren't important to the government. Live music is not important to them.
Well, unless it's super traditional classical music. Like if you were, let's say, with the orchestra and everything, then the
Yeah,
government's like,
that's
oh,
right.
yes, this
Yes.
we must have.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right, yeah, so
the
you've got-
government venues are okay.
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
bars, they must be, you know.
Yeah, we cannot
dodgy.
promote this kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Right, there's only 5 chords. You know, we have way more industries. Yeah, so you have all the. So it was an uphill battle.
Yeah, so after I couldn't get them to talk to each other, I finally realized perhaps a charity would be the way to go.
Yeah.
And so I started researching charities for musicians in every
Yeah.
country, and luckily discovered the one in Australia. It's called Support Act.
Yeah.
Was started 21 years ago by a friend of mine who used to work in the music industry here in Hong Kong.
Wow, you didn't even know that
No,
they
I
have a
didn't know.
charity there.
No, I didn't. They have one.
You were
in
not a
UK.
very
They have
supportive-
them all over the place.
Right,
They have them
okay.
in Japan.
Yeah.
They might even have them in China. I just can't read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they don't have one in Hong Kong. They have charities to help,
musician-
disabled children with
Yeah.
music. They have things where music helps you, but they don't actually have charity in Hong Kong to help musicians.
Okay. So
Right,
basically, the
so-
charity is more music oriented as how can music aid people?
Yes.
But not
Right.
the musicians behind
Not
the
the
music.
musicians.
Right,
that
right.
You might need to aid the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
support aid. You see how the West. Yeah.
So there, and then she put me in touch with the person, the admin queen of their
Oh,
office.
there was a new challenger.
Yeah.
I see your form. I raise it.
But it was really good, so I could ask her, like, and she said, and I spoke to her like at the end of last year. She said it was 21 years. She said for the first 20 years they were independent, but because of COVID, the Australian government gave them like 10 million Australian dollars.
Wow.
And she said normally they help 25 musicians a year. Last year they helped 520.
Right.
Right?
Or they
Because-
could have also helped 25 and give them like 500,000 each. That also works.
Yeah, that works. But it was really good, so I thought I would model it on their charity since it works, right? I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I have no idea how
Yeah.
to set up a charity, how to do all this.
Yeah.
So she gave me a lot of advice, and then I found a lawyer who would help me set it up because I don't know that side.
Yeah.
And then I went to find directors who would support this because I didn't want it. Like, it can't be just me deciding.
No.
I
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
people to hold me accountable.
Obviously.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So all that is admin.
Yeah.
Took time. And meanwhile, you know,
And
I'm
you finally
still...
earned the title of Queen of Admin. Officially.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just not very, rock, is it?
Yeah.
So you got like the metal music blasting.
Oh,
in the
now you can
background.
change the logo to you sitting between a lot of papers, just throwing them around.
Yeah, exactly. No, the logo's going to change to just the asterisk sign for the required fields when you fill form.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice.
But having the charity, I mean, it's still like the lawyer says, it's almost going to get charity status. And I looked at my LinkedIn; it's been nearly a year.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that time just happens,
Yeah.
right? And in between, I've been organizing. Oh, that's another secret I can share with you. In November, we're going to have the Gold Coast Jazz Festival, and it'll be all professional musicians playing.
Nice.
And
November 2021.
This year.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
13th and 14th. So
Ooh,
it's
nice.
we'll have professional musicians playing, and we'll bring more recognition to Musicians Foundation
Yeah.
as well. So I've been doing that since October last year anyway, getting them to play because they get some money, yes,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's the performing
Yeah,
and
of
the
course.
mental health.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
like,
getting to be able to do your job.
Yeah.
The one thing you know how to do.
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and they really do it really well. So it's nice. I mean, yes, I know live music is permitted again, and everyone's staying positive and hopeful. We just don't know, so
Yeah.
we're just still going to push through. I'm not in the mind of everything will be okay now.
Right,
We just
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. You have to be ready
right?
for Plan B if necessary.
You know,
yeah.
like even
And you also can't fly people in. So
No.
it's
No, you can't. So you have to, and in a way, at the beginning of the year, I was watching this. Not this year. No, end of last year. I was watching this Tony Robbins podcast, and I got really annoyed when he said, "Okay, now I want you to think about what's good about COVID," and I'm like,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what? I wouldn't have been motivated to help these musicians.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have, even thought about doing a charity. I wouldn't. There was many things that
Yeah.
there are actually good things if you force yourself
Yeah,
to think
find it.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You have to find it and go and do it. And I have a lot more friends now, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
lots of lovely musicians, and I feel like my life has purpose again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to carry on doing live music, but
Yeah.
we don't know what's going to happen. That's
Yeah.
one thing we all know. We just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we make do with the best of what it is today.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
So-
like what you're able to show as well through COVID is that live music is important, not just for performers, but I think also just people's lifestyle. Like people don't realize that I haven't been to a show for so long. I completely forgot what it was like. It's like having a nice night out with friends. If you always just been in meetings all day, you're like, this is talking. I don't want to talk. But then a night out with friends is like that's a different type of
It's
talking.
also that sense of normalcy. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I can just go to a show. I don't have to plan it. If I can just walk into a bar and listen to a band and
Yeah.
have a beer.
Yeah.
It's just like, even if we're all stuck here, we still need to feel normal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
even like the sight of masks, I understand like people have PTSD from SARS time, but the sight of masks is still not normal.
Yeah.
That 100% of the population are covering their faces. Actually, I admit, coming from the Middle East, I'm very used to it. But, you know, a little different still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wasn't expecting.
Yeah, you did not see that coming. It took her a second. She's like, whoa,
He's
okay.
like, oh, that's where he's going. It's okay. You win.
I mean, yeah, you just reminded me, like some of these government meetings, and that, you know, you sit there and you talk to them, and they're like, yes, all musicians should wear masks, and
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what about the sax player and
Yeah.
the flute player and
Yeah.
We make a
They're
hole in
like-
their mask.
Yeah.
yeah, you know, like, well, we don't suggest that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, you know, like, why do you have to argue? Either you wear mask or I'm not going to take this to the
Yeah.
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 higher power or whatever.
Yeah, that's
the-
very true actually,
yeah.
because like it makes me think back. So I worked with the Hong Kong Philharmonic for a couple of shows, I think earlier this year, and it was bizarre because so we did the show at the Cultural Center, and I was basically the MC. Okay, so it was like a family event on a Sunday afternoon, and being the MC, you know, it's a comedy, little fun sort of thing. And I was told just the day before the show, they're like, "Oh yeah, you cannot encourage the audience to cheer." I was like, "Wait, what?" They're like, yeah, you cannot let them. You should not be like, make some noise. You cannot, because we want to avoid them using their mouths to make sounds and everything to avoid spit and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, meow, 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 meow.
Quack.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what I'm good at? Like, I'm good at riling up the
That's
crowd
the
and
one
getting to go, like, make some noise. That's what I'm good at. Like,
Yeah.
part of my act is this, you know?
Yeah.
I'm all about the reaction, right?
Yeah.
What did you do?
So
Make some
I-
silence if you like this show.
Clap.
Yeah, you know, yeah, they're allowed to clap, but I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so now what we're gonna do today's show, we're gonna be in a library. We're all in the library. Okay? So I want you all to
Nice.
cheer, but just whoa. So you have a whole room of kids going like,
So weird.
it was so weird. I was
Yeah.
like, man, okay, so clap softly. Clap
Yeah.
softly. It was just weird because like I just thought to myself, like, do you understand the whole experience? Is for these kids to come out because it's a family. I forget what the full name is, but it's the Sunday Family series. Okay, so it's for the young kids, like 3 years old, 5 years old, to get exposed to music, you know, and just to have a good time, be like, wow, this sounds so fun. And my job is basically get them excited about this, right? So
Yeah.
that one day they want to pick up the violin or play the piano, whatever, and not be like, oh, mom told me to.
Yeah.
So then telling kids like, oh, you know, don't cheer so loud. They're like, but that's what I do as
Yeah.
a kid.
That was tough.
Yeah, right. But I tell people like a lot of policymakers don't understand it's the full experience. Coming to a comedy show wearing masks is fine, but you must understand as a performer, you need to see people's facial reactions to adjust your set. And then accordingly adjust it and go with the flow. I need the nods, I need the blinks, I need the smiles, I need the laughs. But if you just tell me like, yeah, but they're listening, I'm like, yes, that's not the point, right? Which brings me back to another point. A lot of government policies. I've been to some government meetings as well when it comes to, let's say, ethnic minority kids learning Cantonese in Hong Kong, or basically youth policies. And very often it's a mentality of like, this works. I'm giving you this. I'm the decision maker. I'm okay with this. I don't need your suggestions of what's better. So let's get on with life now.
Right.
Yeah.
If not, my meeting time is done. I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
And you're stuck going like, fine, I'll just accept that whatever you're willing to agree
Yeah.
because like you're the one with the power. So I have no
Yeah.
choice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So did you find that after a while you were just basically trying to figure out ways to please the policymakers?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's
Okay, so
what
that's what I want to get into real quick before we end the segment. But like the pleasing the policy, have you had moments where you were just like, man, this goes against certain values of myself, but I have no choice to bend backwards to go talk to these people and work with them,
Yeah.
right? So you've had that as well. So I was very
It's-
curious because I've had a lot of those where I'm just like, man, for the greater good, fine. You know,
Yeah, but
that's
you
the-
come out of the meeting depressed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you come out,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, man, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. I went in thinking I had this idea. I listened to all the podcasts. I did the Tony Robbins, Giant Within,
Yeah.
The Power of Now, all that kind of stuff,
I'm
right?
all ready, I'm
ready.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got his voice.
And
in
you
it.
just hit a
Yeah, right.
wall.
Yeah, I go
Yeah.
there. I'm like, and these guys are like, no. You're like, oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
that's the end of it.
The entire meeting was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, not happening.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what we give you. This is what you take. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll sign here. Thank you.
Yeah.
There are a couple that were different to that, and I won't reveal names or
Sure.
anything.
Yeah.
Don't even know if they're
They're still there.
in the
Yeah.
government.
We know,
Right.
yeah.
But anyway, there
Yeah.
were a couple that we still keep in touch with because they genuinely seem to listen. But the rest were very much like you said. It
Yeah.
seemed like total waste of time.
Right.
Like, we bring in everyone. We bring in like I'd come in. There'd be someone from the union. There'd be people from the production. We're talking about like 15 people meetings with the legislator, and it's like, look, if you don't agree with what I'm going to put forward,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to put it forward.
Right.
And we're like, oh, no, we need the venues to open. Okay, we'll go with whatever you
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, of course.
And there was no reasoning. I mean, this is the ultimate frustration is that you're coming with good intentions. You just want you want win-win, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've had this because I know Crispy's also one of those people that is a very like win-win mentality. It's not just about like me succeeding, but like I want everyone to win, not like I win, you lose kind of a deal. But
Yeah.
you go in there with the win-win. You're like, guys, I have this great idea. We can all win.
It
all
works
in."
for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
It makes business and money for everyone.
Yeah,
That's,
that's what you want, right? So I'm
Yeah.
helping you. They're like, yeah, but then that requires me to go back and change this
And
form.
change,
Or take it to a higher power, as you said,
Yeah.
and and I don't want to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
so,
and that's why
yeah.
you get more and more people frustrated with basically policymakers and also going private and just saying, whatever, I'll just figure out myself and go our own thing rather
Yeah.
than getting funding from you. But certain things like venues being open or not is their decision.
Yes.
So you're stuck
which
with
was-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least we did, in the end, get venues open with quite strict criteria for the musicians.
Sure,
Like they
yeah.
had
Yeah.
to wear masks.
Yeah, or
yeah.
do the tests,
Even
48
the-
hours, all that
yeah,
kind of
even
stuff, right?
the
Yeah.
saxophone player,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And don't mingle with the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't know
Yeah.
how well that works out
So-
myself.
So this is another thing. It's like I tell people, I'm like, anybody who makes these policies, just come to one show or just
Yeah.
watch a live show online or whatever and see what it's like. So it's like, can you imagine a metal band playing on stage and mosh pits are not allowed?
Yeah.
Right? No stage diving, no none of that.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone's sitting there go like, please stay away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the music now, right?
Yeah.
Four people that in a group, I'm like, this is not
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I mean, just one last thing. I mean, like we had, this. Oh, because one thing we had to promise was that the musicians would get vaccinated, but already at this meeting, 85% had already been doubly vaccinated.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were willing to do anything it takes
Yeah.
to get back to
To get-
work.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
really were, right? So we, it's like, why is this now?
Yeah.
Even if you get vaccinated, you don't get any benefits.
This is another
yeah,
big
don't
argument.
even get me
started.
don't even get us started.
yeah, okay. Yeah, but it's with the venues, right?
Yes.
And all these different categories, and the audience have to have one jab, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're doing it all. So can we have more leniency?
Yeah.
How do people learn about the charity? How do people follow it?
It's musicians-foundation.com.
Okay.
And I think it's Musicians Foundation Hong Kong on Facebook. We haven't set up other social media yet.
Yeah.
But we're nearly got the charity status, but we've started to help some musicians and
Can people go on and learn about the cause on the website?
Yes,
donate,
on the website, to see
follow-
who's
okay.
involved and everything. That
Great.
would be wonderful.
Perfect. Yeah.
and-
Well, we'll talk more about the other side of what you've been doing, also maybe your habits and your productivity skills and everything in the Patreon episode. So if you guys want to hear more from Chris B, Patreon, subscribe to us, Ho Pod
For
on Patreon.
$5 a month,
Yeah.
I would say actually subscribe to the charity first.
Yeah.
Help some musicians first,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you can spare $5 after that,
Yeah.
you can put it in the Patreon.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's
Why not?
that's less than a price of coffee, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for the whole month too.
Yeah.
And you get access to exclusive content, obviously like extra interviews with our guests. Chris, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Is there anything else aside from the charity you would like to plug? The website.
The website and undergroundhk.com and just if you like jazz or live music in an outdoor setting, 13th, 14th of November at the Gold Coast.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.